I saw this cartoon on the internet, and it's rather fascinating. Where a redhead guy, supposedly a white guy, was saying to the black guy, "Go back to Africa," and to the Latino, "Go back to Mexico." But when he came up to the Native Indian guy, I think he said nothing, because the question would be that the Native Indian guy would tell him, "Go back to Europe. You go back to Europe." But when you look at it, I don't think anybody owns anywhere. Of course, I know the countries have laws, and some have more resources and opportunities, and individuals want to go there, and there is a rule, and they will have a policy to regulate immigration and so on. However, everybody came from somewhere. The blacks came from Africa. The Latinos, Mexico is used as the haven for Latinos, but we know some came from Guatemala and Chile and other parts of Latin America, maybe even España, Spain. And then the whites came in from Europe. But the Native Indians also weren't born here. I mean, look, the world began in Iraq, where the Garden of Eden was. And then we had the flood, and then life again started in somewhere in Turkey. So nobody owns any other place except maybe Iraq and Turkey. But it is believed that the Native Indian people came through from Asia, through the Bering Straits, maybe during the winter when it's frozen, and walk across, or perhaps at some other time they use boats or whatever, pieces of wood to come over. And this is true because when I lived in Canada, I saw many of the Native Indian guys, the Inuits and the various other tribes from north. And one time one came and asked him if he was Japanese or Filipino. He said, no, I am Inuit. So they look very close. And I mean, they have different features from the Inuits right down to Chile. The native people, they look different. In my country, the native people have blue eyes, blonde hair, and so on. So that's Guyana. So that nobody basically could say that I am, originating out here. But I mean, we know the history, everything. Columbus came, he colonized, white European this and that. They subjugated the natives, and now it's seen as a white nation. But hey, my position is this: that since nobody was born here, and since we all are here, let us, put our shoulders to the wheel. Let us give everybody an opportunity to chip in and make the culture sort of, reflect in each tradition, heritage, and perhaps in solving the problems and creating opportunities. And then everybody's going to be happy, and the pie is going to be bigger if, all are included, as opposed to just allowing some. I believe that what we should do is give people with talent the break. And all those who don't have, maybe we can get them a check.